Mike Storck. Mikey. Storck.
All right, you guys have another hand for Julian. You guys thought he was kidding about that beating off part, didn't you? You guys picked the wrong seats tonight. I love that because some of you are like, I don't know if he's serious. Oh man, it's good to be here. I am from Baltimore, and it's good to be in Ottawa, where you guys read books. Wow. All right. Yeah. All right. I'll say this. Let me get this out of the way first. I don't usually wear t-shirts this tight. I don't really understand how dryers work yet, and but this is the only one that's clean. So, I feel like I'm like from fucking Quebec wearing this shit, just like like I should be like smoking a cigarette, picking a fight with a cop or something, you know. What are you looking at? So, yeah, it's good to be here. I got to be honest. Like I've been coming to Canada for a while, and I do like it up here. I'm not blowing smoke up your asses when I say that. There's a lot of shit that I like. Sometimes people say like, "Oh, you're just saying that while you're up here. You go back to the States, you probably make fun of Canada." Yeah. Think about it. Think about that. How's that gonna work, right? Like, I'm gonna be in Florida. Like, hey, listen to this shit, guys. I was up in Canada. They're fucking free health care. What the fuck's up with that shit, huh? Right? They heal people. What a bunch of losers. They have good beer and pot that actually fucks you up. What's up with those Canadians and their beautiful women and poutine, huh? What's... Fucking love poutine. It's fucking great shit. I don't know. Like I eat about one a day when I'm up here. One of the other comics was trying to give me shit earlier. We were on the phone. He's like, are you seriously about to go get another poutine? And I was like, yeah. This is what he says. He goes, well, enjoy the diarrhea. Like, I will. Right? Like, oh no, let me get this straight. So I get to eat gravy fries with cheese curds and shit in 3 seconds? I fail to see a downside here. Like, what am I, like, no, I really like pushing. Like, it's ridiculous. Man. And you guys are nice. You guys say things like please and thank you and sorry. It's fucking amazing. You guys do say sorry a lot. You really do. I don't know if you get like a tax break or something. At the end of the year, he's like, oh, you had 23 sorries this month. That was really good. I've actually seen it as a greeting. Two guys are passing each other on opposite sides of the street. And he's like, sorry. I think the board game Sorry was invented in Canada. Right, started out there playing Chutes and Ladders, and somebody rolled the dice at the wrong time, and oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was my turn. I feel really bad about. No, it's okay. It's all right. I should have let you know it was my turn. I'm sorry that you feel bad. Oh, I don't want you to feel bad. I'm the one that grabbed the dice. Now I feel bad that you feel bad that I feel bad. I'm sorry that you're sorry that I'm sorry. Hey, Parker, I've got an idea. And like, I'll give you another thing. Like, all right, where's my flat earthers? Flat earthers, where are you? Flat earthers, you believe the Earth is flat? What? Nobody believes that in Ottawa? Now you know why I'm happy to be here. So that's a real thing. There's people in the States that are like, it ain't. Like, they'll refer to you as a round earther, you know? All right, settle down. Fucking, we're on the home stretch. We were fucking. Oh, it's the high guys. All right. Yeah, you guys smoke a lot of pot up here too. Yeah, it's crazy though. There's actually people. I am not making this shit up. There's people that actually think the Earth is flat. I'm like, really? I thought that was like settled. It's. You know, and it's like they're posting like videos on, like, they're using their iPhone to shoot videos on the airplane. They're like, look, see the water level the whole time. There you go. Keep in mind, this was filmed with a phone that uses satellites and GPS, which he then uploaded to the internet, which then travels through satellites. But the Earth is flat. But they're crazy, and like that's the thing that scares me about like a lot of what's going on in the US is there's people that are so stupid, like you can't even argue with them. Like you can't even point out, like you were like the space shuttle, and they're like, that's a big hoax. Yeah, it's space shuttle, it just goes up in the air until it's out of sight, and then it just kind of then they just landed someplace else, you know. Like, really? Like, fucking, like, $80 gazillion space shuttle is just kind of hanging out behind the Kmart, you know. Like some jealous ex-boyfriend, you know. Oh, man. Yeah. So what else? I'm also Chinese. I figure 3 callbacks would be the charm on that one. So, yeah, I do like it up here. There's weird differences, too, you know? Like, I will say, like Quebec is interesting, you know? Like, I know we have some Quebecers here. Relax. I'm not gonna fucking piss anybody off, because you know how them Quebecers are, you know? They'll split off into their own separate show, you know? We'll have our own comedian. It will be really funny. His name will be Jean-Luc Skidoo. By the way, that is like the Quebec separation thing. I remember the first time I learned about that, I was like, that is the worst idea ever. Have you not been paying attention to what's going on in America? If Quebec split off from Canada, it would play out in the news like this. It'd be like, October 15th, Quebec separates from Canada, declares itself an independent nation. December 3rd. The U.S. declares Quebec is harboring weapons of mass destruction. No blood for maple syrup. That's where I'm going with that. Oh, man. Fuck. Yeah, shit's going crazy in America. I don't know, like, cause I have like those friends of crazy conspiracies, you know. Like, you ever meet somebody that's so skeptical they're gullible, you know? Like, they'll just believe anything as long as it's not like real news, you know? They're like, well, you know, Obama was born with flippers and wants to eat babies wrapped in aluminum foil, and Hillary Clinton's a lizard person from the underground who has sex with babies. And, like, where the fuck? Ah, man, Jimmy Carter was chewing on the steel beams at 9/11. Like, what the fuck? Little known fact that peanut farmers can melt steel. Oh, man. know. I will say this: the fact that Trump is still alive makes me wonder if the CIA was not behind JFK. 'Cause I mean, he's insane. Like he's fucking crazy. Like he actually has a personality disorder. See, I don't tell you guys. Like it's getting to the point. Like just imagine if we went back in history and like Herbert Hoover wrote some very nasty Yelp reviews for Russia. You know, like what's the point? Like, Trump's like tweeting at 5 a.m. and shit. It's fucking crazy. And I had this one comic up here. He's a little bit of a I don't know. He likes to, you know. And this is what he said though. He goes, no. He goes, I'm glad Trump got elected. And I'm like, what? He's like, I want to see what he does. I figure it'll be, it'll be interesting. See what he does to your country. And I'm like, Mr. Johnson, now we were going to have your mom's heart surgery done by Dr. Stevenson. He's board certified. He's an amazing heart doctor. But we got this homeless guy. I don't know. See what he does, right? Mix it up a little bit, right? You know. He didn't know a whole lot. We think he's a little crazy, but all right. Fucking relax. It's fucking. We'll do the jokes. Right. Oh man, this is the. Are you guys with these guys? No. Yeah, they're like no. No. Don't even watch Maury Povich. But that's the thing, right? Like, I don't understand the sentiment, though, right? Because he's like, I want to see what Trump does. I think he's going to make shit crazy. I'm like, you realize that Canada's not that far away from America, right? That's kind of like making fun of your next door neighbor because his townhouse is on fire. You might want to get the garden hose ready. Just saying. I don't know. It's scary shit too, like Nazis, right? That's a thing again? Like, what the fuck? Really? Nazis? What? Yeah, that's a thing. It's like, I thought we had kind of already settled. Everybody was in agreement. Nazis are assholes. They're the bad guys, you know? And then the Nazis are getting mad at the anti-fascists, and they're like, oh, they're anti-fascists, they attacked us. It's like, you're Nazis. I mean, technically, my great-grandfather was an anti-fascist. I mean, yeah, fought World War II. I don't know, you know. I don't know. It's like, have you never played a video game? Nazis are always the bad guys. They're the ones that you're allowed to shoot, and it's cool. Right? You're like, hey, I'm going to throw a grenade into that room of Nazis. They don't count. Fuck them. I just don't like, why would you align yourself with that, you know? That'd be like somebody like complaining, like, yeah, that fucking Chris Hansen guy, what a dick. Like, wait a minute, what? Are you in league with the child molesters? What the fuck? All right, you guys didn't get the connection there, did you? That's, it's like, if you're like, why would anybody want to be a Nazi, right? It's like saying, like, yeah, look, I'm a zombie fucking child molester. Yeah. Dude, you're an asshole. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. That's what I like about Ottawa. You guys are so politically correct and progressive that even making fun of racists makes you guys uncomfortable. Right? They'll be like, yeah, the Klan, what a bunch of assholes. You guys are like, oh, that was kind of harsh, though. I mean... Oh, fuck. Oh, man. No. You guys are good. Like, that's one of the things that I appreciate about Canada. Like, you guys don't have as much racism up here, you know. No. Yeah. All right. I'll prove my point.
Racist.
What? Really? All right. I will will have you know that in high school, my friends and I used to beat up Nazi skinheads. So, if you want to really fucking put it to task there. Which is part of the reason why this shit that's coming back is like not cool. Because like I thought it was done. I really thought it was done. Like we used to fucking chase. Anyway, all right. So, you know, the greatest part though is like in Baltimore City, the cops are like, "All right, what? You guys are fucking up Nazis." Yeah, carry on. Go ahead. Here's a gun. Man, just dump him in the harbor later. We don't give a shit, right? And, thank you. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just fucked up. But I'll prove my point, right? I bring up racism, right? I say, hey, there's not that much racism in Canada. And you guys got uncomfortable, right? No. Got quiet. A couple people got fucking weird and mouthy. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but... If I said the same thing in let's say, South Carolina, like, there's not that much racism here, the response would be like, I know, right? Despite our best efforts. Like, what the fuck? Not as much homophobia up here too, which is refreshing. You know, all right, cool, couple people. You guys are fucking weird. You know that? No, it's true. I don't like homophobia. You know what I mean? It's just like, what do you give a shit? You know what I mean? Like, why do people fucking care what other people do? It's their fucking business. You know? And right? It's like, you know, you wanna sex change, lop off your dick. Fuck it, it's your dick. Do what you want, right? I mean, who the fuck cares, right? Like, I don't know. Like, and I realized, like, I kind of hate homophobes, and then I was like, oh shit, does that make me a homophobophobe? But it's like, it's weird because like shit comes up in weird places you don't expect, right? Like, you know, you see commercials, right? For like women, they'll have commercials for like for makeup and shit. And they like try to fuck with your head, make you insecure, right? They do the same thing to guys too, though, right? It's just a little, I think it's a little more subtle, right? You'll see it like commercials like Chevy trucks. Right? It's always that voice, right? Right? Because they're playing off of the guys that are insecure, right? The guys that, like, maybe their machismo is in, you know, they're, oh, I'm tough, you know, just... So they gotta have that voice, guys. Chevy trucks. There always, like, lots of bolts and lumber and shit involved, right? Are you a real man? Well, you need to drive a Dolly Chevy Hemi quad with the dual diesel smokestack coming out, choke out that spotted owl, bull balls hanging off the back. You're throwing out so much pollution, you make the Exxon Valdez look like a goddamn spill in the fucking desert. You don't give a fuck, because you're a real man, Chevy truck. They're just playing off a guy's insecurity, right? Yeah, why not use that guy's voice for the cars that maybe need a little help? Right? Toyota Prius. That's right, you're all business. You don't fuck around. You drive a Prius. That's right, hybrid technology, CVT transmission, 49 miles a gallon, saving the planet. You got a 9-inch cock. They're all. They got like a whole different fucking B-roll show going on, and they're fucking. But that's my point, you know, is that like they're fucking with us. The advertisers, the marketers, they're just trying to get in our heads and fuck with us and make us insecure so we buy their shit. Right? That's how it works, you know? Like, remember the monster truck rallies, right? This Sunday at the Civic Arena, the monster truck. Like, you don't need that guy. You don't need that voice. Right? Monster trucks, motocross action, fireworks, Truckzilla. That stuff's already entertaining. You could have anybody go, hey guys, Sunday down at the Civic Arena. Get some monster trucks and dirt bikes and giant robot eats cars, so come on down. Still sold out. What the fuck, right? So take that voice guy, give him the job that needs the help, right? This Sunday at the Baltimore County Public Library. The Readathon. That's right, periodicals, fiction, nonfiction, magazines, newspapers, pamphlets we found on the bus stop. That's right, ticket price pays for the whole seat, but you only need the edge. First 50 kids get to meet Bookzilla. Have some scrawny white trash wife wearing her best Tweety Bird shirt. With her little inbred kid, like, I can't believe it, Skeeter done read a whole book. First one in the family. It's good to be here. That's my point. So, hey Ben, can I snag another water when you get a chance? Can I get another water? Yeah, thank you. All right. So I need to get to the masturbating. So, does anybody have a belt I can borrow for my neck? Is that neck belt? All right. No, then. All right. Just like reference callback city. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, I got a couple minutes. I gotta get out of here. Did you guys have fun tonight? So I just want to talk. I don't know if we have anybody on a first date or anything. Okay. All right. Awkward. One person changed their mind. No, I think comedy clubs are a great place to take a first date or an early get to know you kind of, like if you're in that first month or two and you want to get a feel, you know, you can Google people and look them up on Facebook, but bring them to a comedy club, right? Because you can tell a lot about somebody by like what they get, the jokes they don't get, right? If we're doing like really easy jokes, you know, like I quit smoking and my sense of smell come back, which was great because I forgot about the hooker in the closet. See, now most of you got it. Some of you were like, oh, a dead hooker, I don't know, a little much, right? But if you bring a date, you know, or somebody, you know, and the comics up here like, you know, oh boy, I sure love feeding the homeless and petting puppies, and they're like, oh yeah, I know. You're like, all right, it's cool. But if the comic's like, you know, there you are in an alley, right, strangling a hooker, and your date's in there like, oh, it's so true. It's so true. There's your warning sign, you know? So, but dating is tricky, you know, and like I don't know, I was like I did online dating for a while. I did was it OkCupid, which is good. Don't do Plenty of Fish. I did Plenty of Fish. It was really bad. It was pretty. Plenty of Fish is like the IKEA scratch and dent room of dating. It's like all the fucked up shit people returned. Like, well, she's got a wobbly leg and a drinking problem. I'm codependent, I'll take it. I can fix her. I am codependent as fuck, by the way. I'm bad. I don't see red flag. That was my big, I don't see red flag. I can walk past the Kremlin and not see a red flag. That's... Yeah. my previous ex-girlfriend, this was weird. She was both emotionally abusive and emotionally unavailable. Right? It was just kind of, right? She was unavailable, yet she managed to be abusive. I'm like, wow, so I'm dating the Motor Vehicles Administration. Huh. I don't know. So yeah, but then after we broke up, it got weird because she'd call me drunk at 3 a.m. You know the one that, hey, what are you doing? I should come over. My friend's like, dude, you should go. That's a booty call. I'm like, she's crazy. That's a booty collect call. You can accept it, but you're gonna pay. That's. I was gonna get a life coach, then I was like, maybe I should just get FEMA. I don't know if I. But I'll let you guys know this. I have cards if you guys want to add me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And I sell CD cards if you guys are interested. $5 cash. This poutine is not gonna pay for itself, you know. But I'll leave you guys with this. This was like sort of the hallmark of my Canadian experience. I went to the McDonald's over in Gatineau by the casino. You know the one I'm talking about, right? As you leave the casino, it's there on the hill. It's like, ah, you know. So I pulled in and I'm like, McDonald's, I'm gonna get a milkshake, right? And I pull up to the drive-thru and the girl comes on the speaker. She's like, bonjour, bienvenue McDonald's. Quack, 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 quack. Then I looked at the menu and I was like, oh shit, I'm in Quebec, right? I was like, fuck, right? I don't want to be a rude American, so I was like, all right, when in Rome, you know, I'll give it a whirl. So I was like, bonjour. Puis-je avoir un numéro 5 avec coke, sang de glacé, un moyen frite, s'il vous plaît? And désolé. Throw in a sorry, right? This is what she comes back with. She's like, yep, $7.85, pull up to the window. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the night. See you guys.